Hi, Tigers. It's Mrs. McCarver, and it's time for today's reading lesson. This week, we've been talking about how we can figure out tricky words in our books. Today, we're going to review what we've learned and then work on something new. Some of the things we've learned to help us figure out tricky words are to use the pattern. Remember, many of our books have words that repeat, and we're going to hold on to those as we read. We're also going to use the picture to help us figure out what might be new or changing on each page. Then we're going to look closely at the word, noticing what is the first letter and what sound it makes. But if we don't know those things, we can use our ABC chart to help. Today, I want to teach you that we are going to remember to use the picture and the words to help us figure out a tricky word. So, this week, we've been using the book, Polar Bear, What Do You Hear? And we've worked really hard to read all the pages with the pattern and use the picture, the letters, and the sounds to figure out those tricky words. Today, I have one more tricky word, and I'm going to try to remember to use the picture and the words and think about what's going on in this book. So yesterday, we figured it out that this is our friend the walrus. Walrus, walrus, what do you hear? I hear a, and then I've come to this tricky word. Let me put the book under the camera so you can see it. Okay, Tigers, here's the part I'm working on. I hear a, I've come to this word. I'm not sure what it is. I'm checking the first letter. It's a Z, and I know Z makes the Z sound like zebra. I've even already had that zebra page in this book. I'm not sure what this word could be. When I look at the next page, this isn't really helping me out. I need to think about everything that's happening, all the pictures and the words. So each page has been about different animals. They're big animals, exotic animals. You might not see them on the farm. You might not see them in your house. These are all animals that you would see. Oh, in a zoo. I hear a zoo whistling in my ear. Does that make sense? Can that be what that word is? When I thought about all the pictures and what's happening, I noticed these animals live in a zoo. But would the zoo be whistling? Let me look at this picture. It's not a picture of a zoo. It's a person who has a bucket of fish, a bucket of water, and a mop maybe to clean. Oh, maybe this is a person who works at the zoo. They call that the zookeeper. I hear a zookeeper whistling in my ear. Zookeeper, zookeeper, what do you hear? When I use the pictures from the whole book and the words, the letters and the sounds, it helped me to figure out what that word was. Sometimes we have to think about all these things together to figure out a tricky word. Today, when you're reading, I want you to remember you have to use the pictures and the words together to figure out tricky words.